Hello, we're going to take you through a quick demo of the Google CCAIP or CCAI platform web chat. So what you're looking at on your screen is on the left-hand side of your screen is the agent interface in Salesforce. And on the right-hand side of the screen will be the consumer interface from your web page as an example. I'll go ahead and open up the chat platform inside of Salesforce for the agent. So on the left-hand side, you'll now see the agent interface pop up. That is right inside of Salesforce. Now keep in mind, platform does not hold any PII data on our system. We actually keep all that in Salesforce, so you have one central point of truth, the way you manage and secure all that data. We will, however, look at that data in Salesforce and make routing decisions and things like that based on the inbound, communications from the consumer, whether it be web chat, SMS, or voice, of course. So for today, I'm going to go ahead and start a conversation from the web chat. So you'll see the widget on the right-hand side, on the consumer side. You'll see the widget at the bottom right. That widget can show up depending on a particular URL they click on, or a particular amount of time they spend on your website, or if they've been on your website so many times the same day, etc. There's a lot of different things you can do there to customize when that widget to start a chat conversation becomes available. So for today, I'm just going to go ahead and click on that widget, and I'm going to start a new conversation because I was in there testing it earlier. And so now it'll actually start asking me questions, and you can customize these menus as much as you want. I'm just going to select the one for our demo today, and then it'll ask, hey, how do you prefer to communicate? Do you want to chat? Do you want to do a phone call? Do you want to schedule a call? Do you want to drop in an email? Now, you don't have to include all these channels at the bottom. You simply could have it for chat only, or a chat and maybe an email is an option. It's really up to you. You can just uncheck a box and those channels would go away, for example. But for today's demo, I'm going to go ahead and start a chat session. So when I start this chat session, I'm actually going to have a virtual agent or a chat bot, some may refer to it as, grab this chat and ask some questions. Now you can ask any questions you want here. Today I'm just doing the same as we did on the voice call and asking for a customer number and maybe their PIN as an example. You could ask them, hey, what are you contacting us about? And they can just type something in and we can route accordingly. It's really up to you and how you want to customize that. But now that we've put in our information, you'll notice on the left-hand side on my agent screen or my agent interface, I now have a new chat waiting for me. So I'll just grab that new chat and pull that chat over. Now, a couple things to point out here. Because I am the agent, everything that comes with this chat that has already been talked about with the chat bot comes with that chat over to the agent, so the agent can see all that data here automatically themselves. They can see their customer number, their PIN, for example. Now, if you want to redact any of that information, of course, you can do that as well, so it wouldn't even show up and be stored in the CRM at that point. We have started a new case in the CRM. We actually are capturing everything about this conversation in the CRM, just like we did for the phone call. We can even go as far as grab things like custom data that says, hey, here's where they came from. Here's the information you may want to have. For example, if I go here, anything I'm capturing from a cookie standpoint, everything's right here for me that I can see about this consumer with no problem at this point. Let me go ahead and go back into my chat screen here in my case and continue this conversation with the consumer. And if maybe the consumer just wants to put in some things here, whatever it'll say. They can type in some messaging, put it over, and we could have that drop in. We could also respond from here, and I can drop in messages back and forth. I can also have a / and maybe some letters here that I want to do some pre-built responses. I could do that as well. If I wanted to see subjects instead of just responses, I could hit the pound key and it'd give me different pre-built responses based on these subjects if I wanted as well. So you have that option also. And it allows us to keep that communication going back and forth between the two systems. At any time, they can end the conversation. They also can do things like request a co-browse session. So we can do co-browse on phone calls and on the mobile app as well as web chat. And co-browse allows the consumer to share their desktop or just their tab in the Google Chrome with the agent. The agent can highlight, they can point to things, or if the consumer gives them complete control, they could actually do point and click inside that tab as well. When the consumer shares their entire desktop, the point and click from the agent goes away. They'd be able to highlight things, but they wouldn't be able to click on them and drill down into them for security reasons. Again, consumer can share with the agent doesn't share with the consumer for security reasons as well. All right. And if I wanted to end this conversation, as I mentioned earlier, the consumer can go ahead and end this conversation, hit end chat, and say, you're sure we're in that? Say yes. We can now do some CSAT from here if we want. So I can say, yep, let's go ahead and give them a good rating, put in a thank you in here if we want, and submit that, and I'm done with that chat. Now on the agent side, you'll notice that we've done a summarization about what this chat was about. So this way, if people come back later, they want to review this case that we created in Salesforce, and maybe they just want a quick snapshot of what the conversation was about instead of to read through the whole transcript, we can do that here. So we can actually insert that into the CRM, or we can hide it, whatever we want to do. But let's just say we want to go ahead and insert that summary. We'll do that. We'll also go ahead and put a disposition code. Of course, disposition codes are optional, whether you want to put those in or not. So now we can just save and close, and that conversation would be ended. And I'll go ahead and end my wrap-up mode here, and everything's done. Now, once we're done with the conversation, I can actually see the entire conversation inside of my CRM case that I already opened. So here's the details about that case, the conversation that took place. Here's my activity tab. And from here, I can actually see the dispositions. I can see the entire chat transcript. Everything I wanted to see about this chat would be available to me right inside my CRM in this new case that we just created based on that inbound chat. So remember, we create a case, whether it's chat, whether it's SMS, whether it's a phone call, it would all be here available to you to view in this new case that we just created in Salesforce for you. All right, so that's kind of the web chat in a nutshell. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day.